What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of KozMatt Wrestling Recap. Let's get right into a jam-packed episode of Monday Night Raw, a few weeks out from Money in the Bank. What did you think about the show, Matthew?
Dude, I just noticed that you shaved.
Oh, I'm looking good. I had to be fresh for the video.
It took me a second. I didn't even notice that. All right. Show was really good, honestly. I'm gonna give it an A. I'm not gonna give it an A plus for some reasons, but I think an A is fair, and I think the storylines that they're trying to kind of unleash to us, they make sense. You know what I mean? Everything is cleanly booked, I guess you could say. We also had a new return that was totally wasn't expecting that tonight. So the way that this show unfolded, Seth Rollins coming out, huge ovation, like always, supposed to actually have an open challenge for the world championship. So I love how they're doing this, right? So before he can, call anybody out for the match, blah, 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 Finn Balor actually attacks him from behind. It was set up perfectly, regardless. And then we saw from a commercial break. So there was no championship mess there, if you couldn't tell. Balor actually tracks down Rollins backstage and just keeps attacking him. But I don't know, it was so good. And I think we're gonna see Finn Balor and Rollins at Money in the Bank. But I love how they opened up Raw. And actually we didn't even go to commercial break too quick. It's been about 6 minutes since we've been in Raw, but then we caught on the seventh minute. So the way that this next segment was, it was good. So the Miz complained about they're following up with the World Heavyweight Championship bout. Miz complained about not getting his answer as he was the one that was going to take on the Miz and open the gates of hell for all of us to see, but that didn't happen. So Tommaso Ciampa comes out of nowhere and decks the Miz. This was so good, and we actually have a match. Ciampa scored the win with a fairy tale ending, but solid match. Ciampa returned. It was kind of abrupt, but it was so good.
Oh, the opening in his show was just fantastic. You know, The Miz coming out saying he was going to accept the open challenge from
Mm,
Seth Rollins, getting the crowd all amped up on their
yeah.
feet, and then the return of Tommaso Ciampa, actually losing a tooth in the match, man, but still pulled off the victory.
Is that what I saw in the ring? I could have sworn I saw
Yeah,
something like
his
it looked
tooth
like
went
gum or
flying.
something.
His tooth
Wow.
went flying in the ring, man. It was great.
It was the Miz or Champa?
Ciampa lost a tooth
Oh,
and
that's
still
rigged
fought for
up.
the victory. So way to go, Ciampa.
Oh man. All right. Well, good return for him. So we have a tag team match next. I love how they're doing this kind of mid card. Sonya Deville and Chelsea Green versus the new team of Kaden Carter and Katana Chance. This was a good match, I guess you can say. The only thing that was really good about this was before the match of them showing Chelsea Green's Karen TikToks, basically, which was pretty funny by production. Katana Chance and Caden get the win. Nice crowd reaction from them. From a break, we come back. Indus share. Okay, so they're taking on Cedric and Shelton. I don't know what to feel about these two, but they're just showing up on our screens, and we're gonna just see how many times it takes to rebrand these men before they actually end up just leaving the company. The match was nothing crazy. I don't know how I'm feeling about Veer and Sangha in this share. I feel like Cedric and Shelton should have took the W on this, but it is what it is. But hey, wrestling has been the name of the game tonight. We've been having, matches upon matches. Our next segment, this is where I'll have you kind of pitch in a little bit. Logan Paul sitting on top of a ladder in the middle of the ring. The lights were in the back were dark. It was just the spotlight was on him, and he was right on top of that ladder with the Money in the Bank briefcases hanging above him. It was cool, but he really mocked the crowd a little bit, and he can go on that mic.
Oh, absolutely. This was probably his best promo to date
Hmm.
in the WWE. Him just sitting on a ladder, freaking taking jabs at the Ohio crowd, his hometown, taking jabs at his former protege,
So
saying that he
yeah,
needs to pick up the win and he's got to put Ohio on his back. It was just great, man.
it pissed me off, right? But what actually pissed me off even more was he announced himself as a new contendant in the Money in the Bank match, bringing out Ricochet. I really thought it was going to be Ricochet and him at Money in the Bank, but maybe it'll be SummerSlam, so they'll kind of postpone it. Then joined by Shinsuke Nakamura, LA Knight with a huge pop nonetheless. Santos Escobar and Butch is the men who are all in the Money in the Bank ladder match. I love it. Brawl broke out. Logan Paul was the one who stood tall, getting on top of that ladder, reeling in that Money in the Bank briefcase. It's not going to be the sign. I hope it isn't that he's going to take the dub. I know who we all want. It's LA Knight, but I don't know, man. This was
Uh,
a good match nonetheless with him added to it and Ricochet.
High flyers, man, for sure. This is a hot take right here. You heard it here first. I
Yep.
really do think that Logan Paul will win that Money in the Bank, and people are going to be outraged.
Hmm. Oh, I can't wait. 2 weeks away, man. We have a next contender. I guess you can't say contender match, but I would like to see this man go for the Intercontinental Championship. So it's Riddle versus half of Imperium's Ludwig Kaiser. Now, I was interested because Gunther was backstage, and imagine Riddle and Gunther going at it. This would be a freaking showstopper. But this match, nonetheless, with Kaiser was pretty good. Riddle, excuse me, got a win with, I think it was a bro Derek, and then Kaiser and Gunther just beat him down after the match. It was the right call with Riddle taking the W, but I like how they capitalized afterwards with an attack. So from match to match, or tag team match to match, and let's go to another tag team match. Is cruising right along. Otis and Gable versus Viking Raiders, Eric and Ivar. I think it was Valhalla who caused I guess you could say a change of direction with this matchup, taking the Viking Raiders over the finish line here. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not feeling Valhalla, but her causing a distraction, I guess you can say, it was certainly something the Viking Raiders needed. But Alpha Academy, especially Gable, he just connects with the crowd phenomenally.
When is he gonna get a push, man?
Mhm.
It's about time, man. The
I
crowd's just
know.
so behind him. Whatever storyline they put him in, he just works out phenomenally. Even with
Mhm.
this Maxine Dupree and Otis angle, it's just hilarious week after week. And I hope the WWE crew in the back sees it and gives him a push sooner rather than
I
later.
think so. It's going to be a matter of time, but everybody would want it. We'll see how they treat him. You know how stuff goes down.
Yeah.
But let's move to our next match. It was a decent match. I'm not going to call it anything crazy, but it was Trish Stratus, Money in the Bank qualifier, Raquel Rodriguez as well. Becky Lynch came out and took out Zoe Stark for the end of this match. I don't really care to get into the beginning of it. And then Trish attacked her, ended up causing a disqualification. So it was actually Raquel Rodriguez who was disqualified when she hit Trish Stratus back. It just it was a little weird, but I kind of liked how Becky Lynch caused Raquel Rodriguez to take the L. So this was cool.
Absolutely continuing that rivalry, as I think
Mm.
that Trish and Becky rivalry is probably going to get capped off at SummerSlam. So I think
Yeah, I
I'm
say
ready
so.
for that.
Now let's talk about a rivalry into another one. Shinsuke Nakamura and Bronson Reed. I do like what these two do, and if it's going to be for the next 2 or 3 weeks again, book it because they always have good matches. You know what I
Get
mean?
back and forth.
Bronson Reed took the W with a nice tsunami, but I don't know. I will take it any day out of the week.
Absolutely.
I think we're at main event.
Yes,
So
sir. This show
this
just
this
flied right
show felt
along.
it was really like widely booked, but it just felt like it
Had a great.
dragged a little bit. All right, main event time. Cody Rhodes, Sami Zayn, and KO. If you didn't know, Cody Rhodes was supposed to have two partners I was choosing to take on the Judgment Day. Who is it going to be? Midnight. We find it's Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn as Cody Rhodes meets them backstage. I totally did not see that coming. Dominic, Finn, and Damian. All right. Finn Balor is not on the same page as Damian. You know what I mean? And of course the cracks are kind of showing there, but of course there's a reason why. Great job, all aspects of this match. It it was just Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn. They're just so over. They connect with the crowd. Just basically the faces making a name. You know what I mean? As the new established champions in WWE. They've really helped Cody take the W here with a nice crossroads on Priest to end the show, and everybody kind of hit their own finisher. Good way to send the champs home and Cody Rhodes home. Nice W. I can't wait for Money in the Bank, dude. I really can't. They're doing such a good job hyping everything up.
Oh, it's probably going to be the best Money in the Bank we've seen
Mm-hmm.
in quite a while. Just with the contenders in the matches alone
Yeah.
for the Money in the Bank, we got some high flyers, some bruisers, great mix of superstars. So I'm so pumped for it. I think the way they ended tonight's show was absolutely fantastic, and it's got me looking forward to Money in the Bank, like you said.
Well, we'll see because we have Seth Rollins on NXT tomorrow night and then SmackDown on Friday. So it's gonna be a crazy week, and then Dynamite on Wednesday and Saturday we got Collision. So I love it.
Hey, as wrestling fans, we love it. And one thing's for sure, KozMatt will see you guys Saturday with a SmackDown recap. Until then, peace out. This has been KozMatt. Thanks for watching.